when you get a group of partners together and tell them what you need in the way of data security and backups, the guys that say we can only be down for an hour or 2 hours at max are also the ones that as soon as you give them the budget say we can't spend that. So I'm going to give you all a book to read that will be good for the IT people, in that it will take the technical part of this out and how to talk to partners about these kind of issues in layman's terms. It's called Boiling the IT Frog. And it's everything you need to know about technology without the technical part of it. And from the partner's perspective, what this book does is really emphasizes the fact that the amount of risk you're willing to tolerate has a direct correlation with the cost of IT in your firm. And the author of the book, Thrasher, says that it's not a percentage of revenue that dictates what you should spend in any industry, but it's rather the tolerance for risk. And the smaller firms we see have a higher tolerance for risk, even though they don't understand that many times. Whereas the larger firms, they get more sophisticated clients, they have more sophisticated requirements, and it costs more for backup and disaster recovery. The other thing that I want to point out is Chris with Agility's in the back of the room, and this all ties together. And we wrote a business continuation guide. It's out on the web. You can go get it on our BKN. It's free to all the Circle members. Chris has some copies of that back there. But I'll tell you, we use them, and it's a minimal monthly fee in case we were to have a disaster, and they would come in and provide the servers, the phone system, everything. I will say it's not probably as valuable to us today as it was when we had 7 or 8 servers. We're down to 1 server on site because we're more online or in the cloud. But the one thing about their service that I really like is they have a program called My Agility. And My Agility is an online disaster recovery plan that identifies all the questions that you should answer as a firm. In other words, who has the authority in the firm to declare a disaster? And if you declare a disaster or a non-work day, for even something as simple as a snow day, how do you notify your people? And we have a lot of firms in the circles that have talked about disaster recovery, backup, etc. But the people that really make the most sense are the firms from South Florida that have been through the hurricanes. And they will all tell you that the partners all worry about the technology and the data, but it's the people and the other things that are really important if you go through a true disaster like a tornado, fire, flood, or a hurricane.